Hey guys, Taylor Ince, pastor of Sojourn Galleria Church in Houston, Texas, part of a family of churches, Sojourn Houston, and this is really for my congregation, just for me to get in front of you. It's for anyone, obviously it's available on the internet, so if you're watching and you need this, great. I'm going to call all these things fireside chats, just taking that from FDR and U.S. President during the Great Depression and most of World War II, and it was a time of great stress, for multiple reasons, obviously, in the nation, and so he would sit by the fireplace and give over the radio, give chats about various topics to the nation, things they needed to know, his way of getting in front of them in a time of crisis. So this is obviously a time of crisis, coronavirus, COVID-19, and it's really just a chance for me to get in front of you, and because I can't otherwise right now, and to communicate with you things that need to be said. And so what I want to do in this first fireside chat is just lay a bit of groundwork. These are going to be short. These are going to be 5 minutes, okay? And so I want to say right now, the topic of tonight is, okay, what are fireside chats? And by the way, this is my fireplace at home. If you've never been in my house, this is it. This is where I lead our parish gathering from, and this is where I preached my sermon on Sunday from, since we couldn't meet as a people. And so that's another reason I'm calling them fireside chats, right? Not just to give you stuff in a crisis, and to get in front of you in a crisis, and to lead, but also just because it's literally on my hearth. But what should our response be as a church right now? We've had a lot of communication, but our response should be one of prudence. Our response should be one of faith, not fear. Our response should be in submission to the governing authorities, to flatten out the curve, as it were, and to do our part to not congregate. So right now, quickly and clearly, just watched Governor Greg Abbott online. It was live a few minutes ago. This is March 19th, Thursday, and he said what we all know, which is that currently the law in Texas is they are saying people need to not congregate in groups of more than 10. And so so that's the law. We've heard about sheltering in place. That's not the law here right now. It's the law in San Francisco and elsewhere in California. And it may be coming here, but it's not here yet. And so that being the case, they're saying 8 weeks out. That's kind of what we're looking at here. For the next 2 weeks, though, I'm going to be extra careful. And so if you congregate, if Sojourn Galleria members congregate, we just want to say obey the law of the land. Don't congregate in more than 10 people. And if you can, especially for the next 2 weeks, congregate via Zoom, via Google Hangout, and even if you're in groups of 10 or fewer, a couple families gathered together, some individuals, you can still connect your multiple cells via the internet, Zoom, Google Hangout, stuff like that. So we just want to encourage you to be careful, to obey the law of the land, to look for opportunities to connect. We need human connection. And I'll be talking about all that in fireside chats to come. But I also want to encourage you, and this is its own fireside chat, but this is a great time to take advantage of those anchor groups that you're in, groups of 3 to 5, single sex for individuals, for single gender, for fellowship, for scripture study, for prayer, and for accountability. If you're not in one, it's a great time to get in one. Even if you're just anchor grouping weekly or bi-weekly, over the internet and just meeting through Zoom, do that. It's really important. We are going to continue, and this will be the next fireside chat, we are going to continue to congregate Thursdays weekly for prayer. We'll have prayers posted. I'll talk about that. And then Sundays for worship and for weekly parish gatherings, but largely, at least for the next 2 weeks, over our computers and connecting in that way. But then, if we must, as well, in groups of 10 or fewer, according to the law of the land. So we just want to encourage you. You are the church. You don't go to church, so the church hasn't ceased to exist. And there's a lot that God's teaching us during this time. We want to see this as an opportunity, not as an obstacle. And there's a sense in which life's given us lemons, so how can we make lemonade? What is this opportunity God's given us? And how can we be lights in this darkness? How can we hold out faith in this time of fear? So, love you guys. that's what a fireside chat is. That's sort of what we are going to be about right now as a church. And I love you, and we also, let me just say this and then I'll finish. We want to, if you are elderly especially, we want to be supporting you in that. We want to be doing errands for you, getting your groceries for you. If you can't order them online and get them delivered, we want to be taking a special care of you. We want to take care of all of our parishioners and our neighbors as well. So do contact me. I know that you will. Do contact your parish leaders if there are any needs, which there will be and there have been. But we're here for you. We want to minister to you in all the ways that we can. I have another fireside chat coming up on what things that I'm doing and that your elder candidates are doing and that your parish leaders are going to be doing week to week. So, love you guys, and I'll get in front of you again in the next video, and see you soon. Take care. Bye.